Good morning. Good morning. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I had to drop my husband off this morning, and then it took me a little bit to get ready. Ooh, I look a little tired this morning. David, you were probably in her live earlier. Hey, Veronica, how are you? How's everybody doing today? Oh, awesome, Crystal. Crystal says, hey, Mel, have almost all the scarves done, and then I will be working on the baby blankets for the charity. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, Pat. How are you doing? Pat says, hello, Mel. Hello, everyone. And David, he says, being his cheeky self, he says, haven't I seen you somewhere before, affordably crafty? How are you guys doing today? And again, I apologize. I'm a couple minutes late. It took me a little bit getting ready this morning. This is one of my favorite cups. I don't know if you can read that. It's in script, so it's hard to read. But it says, always be yourself. Unless you can be a unicorn, then be a unicorn. And inside has a little unicorn. Aw, thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much. You found my channel from, oh, that's awesome. Thank you, you guys. Thank you, Kim. And welcome, Karen. I'm so glad to have you here. Yay. Yeah, this afternoon, if you can, catch us on with Yarn Geek. I'm not with Yarn Geek, with the Yarn Hookers. I'm waking up, you guys. I'm sorry. And my camera's doing something weird. Sorry, guys. You're getting a good shot of my thumb right now. I feel like there's something on my lens. You never know with all my animals. I think that's a little bit better. That's better. I am doing awesome. Thank you so much for asking. I had to do grocery shopping today, so I don't know how much of my blankets I'm going to get done, but we'll see. We will see. Yes, your cheekiness is part of your charm. Absolutely. Yes, I love cheeky people. In fact, and that is one of my main character names whenever I make a character in an MMO game. I had a cheeky halfling in EQ2. I had a cheeky human wizard. I can't remember the name of it in Rift. Yeah. So I like cheeky people. I tend to be one. Karen says, thank you. Nice to be here. I might not be able to stay. Got life things to do. Totally awesome. I mean, I not awesome. I wish you could stay here. That would be awesome. But I totally get it, is what I'm saying. Because I know that even after this, I may have to cut and run. Normally, I let it go about 2 hours, but I have to do grocery shopping today, so I might have to cut and run at about an hour, hour and a half. And I still look blurry. I'm sorry, guys. I think maybe because I moved it forward. Hopefully, this will. There we go. I don't know. Maybe just my eyesight's blurry. It's early. And Kim says, I was running behind too this morning. I did StreamYard from downstairs, so I had my yarn wall. Oh, that's cool. Yay. I have to go and watch it. Oh, you found some more sci-fi geeks? Woo, woo, yes. Awesome. Hey, Kim, do you watch, hi, Kate, how are you? Kim, do you watch The Mandalorian? Okay, that's something Julie and I both, we love that. We are pretty avid on that one. And I'm sorry, I need to be reading out loud. Veronica says, hi, Christine. And Kim says, ooh, I found a few more sci-fi geeks in our live. Woohoo! This AM in our live. Cheryl says, went to Michael's for my birthday. Whoa, yes. Plus ordered some Premier yarns. That's awesome. You know what I got from my husband? If you guys haven't seen my Vlogmas video from yesterday, I got a 2-year subscription to Crochet World from my husband for my birthday. And then tomorrow, which is my actual birthday, tomorrow I'm going to go probably have dinner with Mom. I don't know what she's planning, but she always plans something. Either to take me out or to cook like my favorite meal, which, by the way, is beef stroganoff. I love it. Love her beef stroganoff. Linda said, just finished my baby blanket, just making some premium baby beanies. Woohoo! Loving your Christmas video. I'm so glad you enjoy the Christmas video. Sometimes I'm like, is this too much of me? You know, is there such thing as too much Mel? Maybe not. And excuse me. Tammy says, hi, totally overslept this morning. Oh my gosh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I had to get up actually early for me. One, my feet were flaring up. But I don't know if you guys know, I have peripheral neuropathy, so my feet flare up in the wintertime. It's annoying. So anyway, I couldn't sleep past, I wanted to sleep till 10. That didn't happen. I slept till 8. Anyway, I had to take my husband to work anyway. So, but it's taken me a little bit to like really wake up. And Kate says, good morning, everyone. Kim says, are your glasses dirty? Maybe my glasses are dirty. Maybe that's what it is. Yes, I think they are. Oh, thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. That should have been the first thing I checked. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That kind of cracks me up. All right, there we go. Yeah, much better, Kim. Thanks. Yeah, there's Crystal says maybe you need to clean your glasses. Apparently, I did. Jen says, hi, Mel. Hi, Jen. How are you? And you're a new subscriber, so welcome. Kim says, yes, but haven't started the season yet. Love. Or do you want to binge watch this season, or you just haven't had time to watch it yet? I get it. What's in my cup? So in my cup, I have coffee, and inside the coffee is Splenda and caramel, sugar-free caramel syrup, like one pump. So, so that's in my coffee. What's in your cup? Or that's what's in my cup. What's in your cup? My Santa Claus hat looks pretty. Thank you, Karen. I actually have a tutorial up on my channel for that if you like it. This actually, I finally finished my daughter's pocket shawl. So I have a different item on here, although it's black, so it's hard to see what it is. And those Tweety marks, those are all different colors. But yep, that's my daughter's pocket shawl. She'll get it whenever, you know, it either gets too cold or I make another item to put up there. Oh, and Crystal says, by the way, happy birthday. Thank you so much. I will be 46 tomorrow. And Karen says, happy birthday. And Wanda says, morning all, happy birthday all. Thank you. Mwah, I appreciate it. So I'm getting some happy birthdays from Kathy Ann. Loving the Vlogmas, very fun. Awesome, Kathy Ann. I'm so glad. And Karen has diet iced tea. So diet iced tea, does that mean that you use like Splenda in your iced tea, or do you get like pre-made tea? How does that work? I hate my runny nose in the morning. Sorry. Crystal says, I have a can of Dr. Pepper. I am drinking Diet Dr. Pepper in this cup because I ended up getting us breakfast at McDonald's this morning instead of making it. Because we were out of eggs this morning, and I'm so sorry about that. All right. I just had caramel coffee too. Yes, just love the blankets. Oh, I'm so excited. I actually, which y'all will see this. I'm just going to show you this one. Actually, this is the only one I added to since the one I made last night. I'll add some more before I record my video, but My gray, that's what I'm up to now on my gray and red and white one. What is it with the sniffles in the morning whenever you have allergies? Oh, and an itchy nose. All right. Yes, she's seen it. She knew I was making it while I was making it, Karen. Karen asked me, the beautiful shawl, has she seen it yet? She has. And one that says coffee with Splenda. Yep, I'll do that too if I don't have my my caramel. But I tend to keep my caramel stocked. I buy it 3 at a time on Amazon. It's only like $21, so I tend to, when I get on the last bottle, I make sure to buy another box. It's just my little thing. Linda says, I read that one. I'm catching up. I'm sorry. Oh, Flower Crochet. Tammy says, happy birthday. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And David says, we make brewed iced tea with artificial sweeteners. You know what, David? You're in the South. I would expect nothing less, because if you don't take bottled iced tea when you're in the South, you brew it. Oh, got you. Okay, so Karen says, I buy diet pea. Ew, yuck. I meant diet tea. In a gallon container, and a local company makes it. When I lived in Florida, we used to get tea from by the gallon from Publix, because they made an awesome brewed tea. But I don't do that anymore. If we have tea, I brew my own tea. Vicky says, hi everyone, and Melanie, thank you. Hi. And Karen says, hi, Steels. And Lee says, good morning, Mel and everyone. Good morning, Lee. Karen says, David, that sounds good. And Veronica says, hi, Lee. Good morning. David says, sweet tea is far too sweet for me. So much sugar. I agree, David. Actually learned how to make sweet tea from my grandma. So usually there's like 2 to 3 cups of sugar in 1 gallon of tea for most Southern teas. I prefer 1.5 cup, but I actually make mine unsweet, and then I sweeten it per cup. I put Splenda in it. I can't do sugar, so. And Karen says, happy birthday, Cheryl. Tammy says, good morning. I think that's Tammy number 3. Okay, so I think everybody's told me what's on their hook and what's in their cup. Let me go ahead and find some more questions. I was watching, as I was kind of putting my makeup on and everything. I know it doesn't look like I have much makeup on, but it's only because I didn't put eyeliner on. I've been lazy. I haven't been doing the eyeliner part. Just the covering up the flaws part. Although I can't cover up like 2 chins. If anybody knows how to cover up 2 chins, you let me know, okay? All right, I am going to go ahead, and it probably has something to do with shading. I can kind of cover it up if I did like a brush with shading. I'm too lazy for that. All right. Google. A cowl. That's so true, Jen. Oh, that's so funny. Jamie says, hello, Melanie, and happy birthday. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will be 46 tomorrow. I turned 30 exactly 1 month after my daughter was born. True story. And Crystal says, I like sweet tea, but my husband doesn't, so I use Sweet and Low. I could never get into Sweet and Low. That's the pink packets, right? I couldn't get into that. I can taste the chemicaliness of that one. So I could do Equal. I can do Equal, and I can do Splenda. Splenda is my preferred. I even tried like stevia, like Truvia, I think, and I'm not a fan of that either. I can taste the green in it, I guess is the best way to put it. All right. I like to ask questions. I'm just looking some up here. All right. Shading never looks right, right? We've seen a lot of examples on TV of people who try to use shading, right? I think the only time that shading works really, really well is if you want to kind of like here, because I have a large forehead, so if I want to minimize my forehead a little bit, just do a little shading around my hairline, or to define cheekbones. I think that and that has to be done well. And if you don't know how to do it well, it's better not to do it all, which is the way I roll. Right, Karen says, it said, if we could find a way to hide the double chins, we'd be rich. Exactly. Besides the cowls, which cowls are perfect for that. They certainly are. But you know, I right now at my age, I find that I'm hot all the time. So I like a cowl, but I don't like a cowl anything to be too up on my neck. In fact, I can't even wear crew neck t-shirts because I have the same problem. It's like, oh, I feel like I'm being choked. It's too hot. I'm dying. A little dramatic, but you know. Julie Donahoe says, hi, everyone. And David says, oh, I already read that one. All right. Lee says, Dr. Mandel has a video to slim double chin on YouTube. Ooh, well, maybe I need to check that out. Thank you. And Karen says, Jen, I love fall and winter for the cowls. And Jen says, me too. And Crystal says, I am correct. Yes, I am correct. I don't remember what I was correct about, but yes, I'm right. Wanda says, duh, why have I not thought of that? I've always sweetened the tea when I make it. I also use about a cup. Yeah, it's too much. Whenever you get to over 2 cups, it's way too much. It's like drinking syrup. I'm not a fan. My husband likes it that sweet, though. You like sugar in the raw. Sugar in the raw is very. I used to have that a lot. Actually, my mom always had sugar in the raw. When I was in high school, so in the 90s, you know, early 90s. I'm a cusp kid. I'm 80s and 90s. A little over a cup of sugar. Yeah, I think that's perfect. It takes a little bit of that, just enough of that bitterness away, but it doesn't make it like syrup. That's me, though. Wanda says, can't use sweet and low. It gives me a migraine. I hate that. And Karen says, my husband and always disagree with the heat in the house. And I always disagree with the heat in the house. I always turn it down because I'm always hot. Yes. Hi, Lori. How are you doing this morning? Yes, the heat. Oh, well, you know, we go back and forth on that. Sometimes he's hot and I'm cold, or I'm hot and he's cold. And it seems like we're never, you know, the perfect temperature at the same time. You know, so arguments ensue. But our bigger problem is we have a tiny space, so we only have like one window unit. And it doesn't cool the end of the house very well. So we're looking at trying to find a smaller window unit for the one end of the house. It just doesn't make sense for this little space to have central heat and air. It's like 450 square feet. Does not make sense. And Lori says, I am eating monkey bread, so I am awesome. And yeah, that would make me awesome too. Crystal says, I'm cold. My husband is always hot. Well, Crystal, you're still, and I don't mean this in any disparaging way. I've just found that the closer I get to my mid 40s and 50, the more hot I tend to be. So, and I think you're still young, aren't you, Crystal? You're like in your late 20s, maybe? Anyway, because I was always cold then too. I was always the same way. Lacey says, hey there, I'm a new subscriber. It came from Affordably Geeky live stream. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you, Kim, for you guys saying something. Anyway, thank you. And then Lacey saying morning and happy birthday. Thank you so much. My birthday is tomorrow. I'm going to be 1 year older. Not really, just 1 day older than today, right? It just sounds like it's 1 year older. All right, so I'm going to look up some questions so we can get to know each other better. And I should have done this earlier, but I'm running behind. So hence no eyeliner. And I don't have enough eyelashes to like frame my eyes very well. Yay for glasses. As long as they're clean, right? Oh, Lacey's a sci-fi geek. Woohoo! I love my sci-fi geeks. So, Lacey, tell me what you're geeky about while I'm looking up some questions. I want to know what you're geeky about because I get geeky about other geeky people. Um, I have looked into this. So David's asking me, have you looked into the wall unit heater / AC combined? I have looked into those. They're a little bit more expensive, and we do well with the heaters. We put tower heaters in 3 places in the house, and those work out fine. It's just that what we're running into is our window in the end is small, so I need to find a small window unit, and then we're golden. Then we'll be fine. My daughter likes her room to be like a sauna, so she's okay with it. Thanks, Judy. Judy says, happy birthday, Melanie. And Veronica says, sorry, I'm back. No worries, Veronica. Welcome back. And she needed to do some calls. That's why she was away. Lori says, you're finishing another amazing trip around the sun tomorrow. That's right. You got it. Lori, you know what? You always have the best things to say. I love it. And Veronica says, hi, Lacey. Welcome to this awesome chat group. Yes, it's a wonderful group of people we have here. I love them. Pat says, don't forget the thumbs up for our lovely hostess. Thank you, Pat. Mwah, I appreciate that. And Kim says, happy birthday, Mel. Thank you. And Linda says, I'm suffering from menopause at the moment. I am 60, which just started a few months before my 60th birthday. Wow. Wow. I find that amazing. I am probably going to be full blown like minnow in, I'd say probably 50s. I think my mom had early 50s. So somewhere between 50 and 55 is when I'm probably going to full on hit it. But I found that as soon as I hit like 40, I'm hot all the time, but I'm not menopause hot. That's very different. That's like where you're dripping sweat and just gross feeling. I'm not there yet, but I am much more hot natured now. Which I know David is thoroughly enjoying this conversation. And Veronica says, yes, don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you. Sherry says, happy birthday, Mel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Wanda says, I can't imagine living in such a small place with a family. My apartment is around 850 square feet. I live with my fur baby and I need more room. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you. Wanda. I didn't think I could do it, but you can. And I will tell you, every room and every item has more than one purpose. It's probably the most cluttered. It looks so cluttered, and it's only because I don't have that much room. So I make use of all the space that I have, and storage going up is just as important as storage going out. But I have 450 square feet. It's my husband, myself, my daughter. We do have 2 full bedrooms in here, which is nice. Her room is really small for most rooms, but it's very functional. She can fit a bed, a TV, so, and her clothes and stuff in there. So it's okay. And then, we also have 3 dogs and 3 cats. So, woohoo. Oh, Travelers. I just finished that. That was so good. I wish they would have done more. There was only like 3 season Travelers. Lacey says, all things space. Oh, I got a story for you, Lacey. I'll tell you in a minute. All the Star Treks, yes, The Expanse. I haven't watched The Expanse yet. The 100. I only watched, I'm like in almost through season 1 on that one. Also, time travel is great. And I'm currently watching Sleepy Hollow. I think it's called, kind of time travel-y. Yes, my husband followed Sleepy Hollow. I think I watched 1 season and I didn't finish it, but I will binge it eventually. But yes, Travelers, I watched that. That was cool. Really enjoyed that. No, I think they finished it because there's an end date in IMDb. So I researched the heck out of stuff. Oh, Babylon 5's good. So, and Lacey, have you been watching the latest Star Trek? I know you guys, I'm getting geeky. I will go off the geekiness here in a minute because I know not everybody is quite as sci-fi geeky. But the new one, I want to say Discovery. It's Discovery, Star Trek Discovery. Loving that one. I enjoy the new Picard, but I don't like it as much as Discovery. I'm really, really enjoying that one. Anyway, let me I could go on. Yeah. So Karen says yes, minnow, no fun. Exactly. No fun. Sherry says, I've been going through menopause since I was 40. We'll be 56 in February. Oh, you're not at the end of it? Oh, what we women have to deal with. And then the poor men have to deal with us while we're going through it, right? Kim says, oh, Lazy Travelers on Netflix, which I saw that and I think it's the current word is called I totally popped off, right? I feel like an old lady saying that all sorts of wrong. Crystal says, my husband wishes I was in menopause because of me being cold all the time. Then he would be complaining that it's too hot. I promise you, because you would have your AC going and it'd be like 65 degrees. At least that's how it is for us. And then I want it blowing like right in my face. I think I'm at the beginning of menopause. See here, one that says, oh, wow. Yes. You're the wow is for the number of living occupants I have in my little space. Yes. Which is why all of my yarn is like zipped up in bags. I will never have them except for I have a few here, but that's only because I plan on using those for my family. And that's the only ones that are outside of bags or contained in some way. There's too much animal fur. So Babylon 5, Kim, is your favorite space show? I have not watched that in full. My husband has. I have not. I grew up on Star Trek, and I didn't bridge over to go over to Babylon 5, mainly because I wasn't in control of the cable when it was out, and then I went into my early 20s, and I was too busy going out to the clubs to watch TV. Am I blurry, you guys? Or are my glasses dirty again? How the heck did they get dirty again? Time travel. Have you? Oh, okay. I have not watched Timeless. I want to watch that one, Kate. I did see that. It's been recommending it to me on Netflix. I haven't. Timeless. Is that a movie or is that a series? Because I have been getting a recommendation on that one. Lori says, my husband gets hot flashes from a medication he takes, so it's a new shared experience for us. Oh, woohoo! I got the official blood work to verify I am menopausal in May. I probably need to get my blood work done for that to see. But yeah, Lacey says, I'm 36 and I'm pretty sure I'm at least pre-meno. The heat flashes in Florida are horrible. I get quite moody, which is not your normal personality. Now, I will tell you, in my mid-30s, I was living in Florida at the time, and yeah, I couldn't take the heat anymore. That's when I learned that I can no longer live in Florida. I grew up in Florida. I grew up in Central Florida. Loved it. Loved the heat. Loved the feel of the sun beating down on me. Loved sweating. All that jazz. Loved it. I lived on the water, so I lived in a little town called Crystal River. And some people may know where that is. If you're a diver and you live in Florida, you definitely know what that is. But anyway, loved it. And then I left for South Carolina for a few years. And then went back to Florida. When I went back to Florida, I realized, not liking this heat. Even though I was living on the coast of South Carolina and the temperature isn't that much different, it just felt so much more oppressive. So much more oppressive. David says, you know what this room needs? Show tunes! Yes! I would have some playing if I could. You know what? I should bring up my Epidemic Sound because that's all royalty-free music and be playing Christmas music. I'm going to do that next time. I'm going to have some Christmas music playing next time. I'm going to make a little playlist or something. I can figure out how to do that. Oh no. Okay, I gotta catch up. I'm sorry. Da, da, da. You just got a message that your Netflix is going up to not $13.99 a month. Actually, I pay like $18 a month, but I think I'm paying that so I can have more people logging in. And Kim says, I also love that, David, on the show tunes, I believe. And Tammy says, yes, David. Lacey says, yes, I did. I need to double check. So Picard makes me so sad. Yes, yes. He's my fave captain. I agree. Love him as a captain. Fave captain. And it's difficult to see him so frail, but he is still the man. Exactly. Exactly. Such a sweet person too. I follow him on some social media. He puts forth he's a very sweet person. And that's hard to fake. Kim says, David, my top 3 musicals: Spring Awakening, Rent, love Rent, Hamilton. You? Mine are Les Miserables and Evita. I'm a big Andrew Lloyd Webber fan. And I also love Rent. And I enjoyed Hamilton, but not as much as I love the other ones. Kim said, for shame, Mel, on not watching Babylon 5. Okay, it's going towards the top of my list, I promise. The character development is second to none. So I have to see it if it's on one of my streaming doohickeys that I have. I have like most of them because we don't have cable. So we just have the internet and all the streaming services. So I need to see if one of them has Babylon 5 so I can watch. Crystal says, I told him the same thing, Mel, and also told him that if he thinks I'm crazy and cranky now, just wait. Right? All right, I'm backing up. Anytime that you guys see me go that means that the chat like popped up on me and I lost my place. So Kate says, TV show with 2 seasons. Love. What? Wait, hold on. Ooh, Jesus Christ Superstar is amazing. That's one of my favorites too. I don't know why I forgot that one. I love that one. TV show with 2 seasons. Love. All right, you're gonna have to catch me, like rewind and tell me what that was about, Kate, because I totally forgot. Oh no, you were telling me about Timeless. It's a TV show with 2 seasons. Got it. Okay, it just took me a minute. Okay, so and then affordably, then Kim says to David, Kismet, not familiar. And Lacey says, watch it immediately. Babylon 5 and also the Stargates. Oh no. Stargates. I love me Stargate. I go to, so there are a few shows that I go to sleep to. I have to go to sleep with sound because my husband snores. I snore too, but I don't hear myself. I just hear him snoring. Anyway, I go to sleep with my ears plugged and with a show on. And there's certain shows that I've watched so many times that it won't engage me because I already know about it. I can like picture the whole scene in my head. And those shows are Criminal Minds, Supernatural, Stargate, the original Stargate, and then SGU, I think is the no. That's the one I haven't really watched all of. So Stargate and Stargate Atlantis, I love that one just as much. SGU, I know that's a little bit more cerebral, and I've watched I think 2 seasons of it. I think I'm missing like 1 season. I need to finish on it. And Lacey says Timeless is good too, so I do need to put that on my list along with Babylon 5. And Karen's asked me what state I'm in. I am in North Carolina now. I live in the mountains of North Carolina. So it still gets a little warm in the summer for me here. I'm real close to Georgia. I'm like 30 minutes from North Georgia. I'm 1 hour as a crow flies from Tennessee, closer to 1.5 to 2 hours if I drive there. And then I am about 2.5 hours from well, that's the other side of Tennessee. So if I go north, and then Virginia is just a hop, skip, and a jump because there ain't much to Tennessee up in that little area to get to Virginia. Anyway, and then South Carolina is about an hour and a half down the other side of the mountain. So I'm like, that's where I'm at. I'm right in the Smoky Mountains, like right in a valley in the Smoky Mountains. Lacey says, wait, I think I haven't seen Timeless. I'll need to double check. There you go. We can watch it together, Lacey. David says, I believe Kismet is based loosely on Taming of the Shrew. Oh, that sounds interesting. And Kim says, Stargates, all the Stargates. I studied anthropology. I'm sorry. Daniel Jackson, please. Yes, Daniel Jackson. Which honestly, and the movie, I loved the movie too, and I loved what's his face as Daniel Jackson. Actually, both of them. I enjoyed both of them, and I liked how as the season progressed in the TV show, the Daniel Jackson was very similar to the movie Daniel Jackson, but as the TV progressed, so did the character, which I really like that. Kim says, did you see the limited Stargate series about Catherine Langford? What? Wait, what? No. What is that called? I don't think I did. Lacey says, my dream is to move to Alaska. Yes. I am thinking we will at least retire there in Alaska. I mean, so I actually looked up real estate in Alaska, and it is not cheap if you want to be anywhere near the city. If you're fine with living out in the boonies and getting your food like once a month, then it is amazing. I think I like some of my creature comforts. I kind of miss being a little far away from Michael's, but I do like the fact that I can order from them. But I can't just wander to I have to plan a trip to go to Michael's now. So that's the only thing. Linda says, popping off now so I can prepare our evening meal here. Take care, everyone, and stay safe. Bye, Linda. Have a great day. And say, Squishy. Hi, Squishy. How are you? Squishy says, hi, Mel. Hey again, David. Hi, Squishy. I'm so excited to see you here. Lacey says, SGU is like a totally different show. I agree. It is very different. Still good. And I think that's probably why it didn't connect with me. I think I have to really separate SGU from the other Stargates in my mind, because there's a very there's the action comedic element that is ongoing with the other two Stargates, which I really, really enjoyed. And I'm sorry, that's where I met Jason Momoa and fell in love with him. It wasn't on Game of Thrones, which I love. It was on Stargate Atlantis. That began my love for Mr. Momoa. That and how he is with his kids. Oh my gosh, he's amazing. Anyway, I digress, as I always do. You never understood as the crows fly. Okay, so as the crow flies means that a crow can go a straight line from point A to B, but when you live in the mountains, you have to go like this, like ooh, like this. So so for example, I live about 12 miles from my mom, 12 miles, but it takes me 30 to 40 minutes to get from my house to her house because of all of the curves that I have to take. So that's the difference between as a crow flies versus regular time. And Karen says, Karen says, oh, thank you, Kim. I am making sure that I have everything. Hi, Anjanette. I didn't say hi. Oh, here we go. Anjanette says, hi, everyone. Oh, by the way, I was searching for ink for my printer that my husband had accidentally hidden, so I can print my next project pattern. Woohoo! Yay! And Kim says, really, Lacey? Time to rewatch. Where did I lost my place, you guys. I'm so sorry. I believe Babylon 5 is on Prime. Okay, I'll take a look on Prime. I definitely have Prime. As much as I order from Amazon, yeah, I got Prime. I have not seen the Phantom sequel, Kim, and I'm going through these quickly, so if I miss something, I apologize. Never mind. I don't want to watch it then. I just saw the rest of your comment. It says, "Oh Lord, the horribleness." Okay, maybe that's something that I can do without. I'm okay with never seeing. And Squishy says, "Hi, Linda. Bye, Linda." And Veronica says, "Hi, Vanessa." And I'm sorry. Hello, Vanessa. I didn't see you pop in. Kim, my best friend, had a part in Love Never Dies when it traveled the US. That's cool, and Jeanette. So cool. And Vanessa's saying hello back. Lee says, besides cooking shows or championships, I only watch The Good Doctor. I like The Good Doctor. I am not caught up on The Good Doctor, but I do enjoy it. We won't kill you, Lori. So Lori, Lee says, am I missing something? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I am, if I wasn't doing a crochet videos, then I would probably be doing TV videos, because especially science fiction television. Yeah, I kind of love it. That might end up being like, when I retire, I might have like a second channel just on science fiction television. But I love my crochet, so I'm sticking with my crochet. Lori says, "Don't hate me. Don't kill me. I hate musicals. The only one I like is White Christmas, and I've never seen White Christmas. But we don't hate you. I understand. Don't worry about it. There's some silliness that you got to overcome when it comes to musicals, because musicals are so serious. But the fact that you're in the middle of just going about your day and then you break out into song, it's kind of weird." Kim says, Lacey, favorite Stargate episode, Windows of Opportunity. Oh my gosh, I don't know my name. Wow, and I thought I was a geek about it. I have to look that up. And Jeanette says, hey everyone, by the way, was searching. Oh, and I saw the ink thing. Okay, your next pattern. Woohoo! And Kim says, really, Lacey, time to rewatch. Not sure what you're rewatching. Totally missed that one, I think. Karen says, Veronica, I just went to your channel to help. Oh, she upped your subscriber count. Awesome. And Sherry says, I love watching a lot of the BBC British cop shows, which my husband loves, the British cop shows. I have a hard time with true British shows and following what I feel is the accent. I'm sure that I have an accent to those watching me. But my sister showed me something. Of course, it takes your sibling to show you the obvious, because she was watching The Crown with my mom, and they turned on the subtitles so that they can understand what the people were saying. I'm like, oh, I should probably do that if I'm watching something with accents. And Kim says, Karen, you are awesome. And David says, Lee, I think Into the Woods is cute. Yes, I liked Into the Woods. Also, Shrek the Musical. Haven't seen that one. And Kim says, interesting, and Jeanette. All right, going down. And Veronica says, thanks, Karen. You're so sweet. Karen says, oh, thank you, Kim. Excuse me. Now I'm catching up to as the crow flies comment, but I'm not catching up to the end of the comments, so bear with me. I got lost here a second. Ooh, boo boo. Okay, here I am. Lee says, David, I cannot stop laughing and groaning. I'm so sorry, David. It was funny. It was funny in some parts. What parts? I'm lost. I'm so lost. I'm sorry, Lee. I'm sorry. Lori says, Lee, I have seen Into the Woods. Oh, wait. Okay, so you're talking about Into the Woods, right? Lori says, I've seen Into the Woods. It was okay. I won't be doing it again. Well, Lori, since you don't like musicals, I bet you Into the Woods was way too goofy for you. And Lacey says, now I'm back to your comment. Lacey says, SGU is like a totally different show. Still good, but different. Stargate is similar to Star Trek in that I can't decide which series I like better. They're all great. Now I grew up on Star Trek Next Gen, And I've been partial to that since. Although Discovery it's starting to become better than Next Gen for me. I think it's because it has a lot more action. Wow, I'm like totally blurry. What the heck, camera? It's not me, is it? No, it's my camera. It's got me like all sorts of blurry. I'm sorry you guys are seeing my thumb again. I'm sorry. I don't know what is up with my camera today. Okay, see, my hand is not blurry. You can see all the little wrinkles in my hand. So I'm going to bring it back. All right, that's better. All right. So Kim says, it was on question mark. Can't remember. Set when the Stargate is unearthed and eat. Okay. So they went kind of forward and then they went a little bit backward. Is that the one that was like towards the end of the series where they had to go back in time? Kim, I'm trying to remember. And Kim is saying, David, favorite play? Me, The Crucible. And Vanessa's saying, goodbye, everyone. Bye, Vanessa. Thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate it. Thank you. And Vita says, hi, y'all. Hey, Invita. Or is it on Vita? All right, let me, you guys are looking at my ceiling again. Look, this shows you how geek I am. See right there? Do you guys know what that is? Can you recognize that lineup right there? I bought this at Hobby Lobby, I think about a year or two ago. Let me know if you can recognize that. All right. You can still see it a little bit right up there. Anyway, so David says the importance of being earnest. Yeah, but you're a Jane Austen fan, aren't you, David? Which I like Jane Austen as well. Jane Austen was ahead of her time. And David says, Kim, there is an operatic setting in The Crucible that is pretty dang good, which I have never seen The Crucible. And Kim says, that sounds great, David. Jean says, finished The Queen's Gambit, and it was fantastic. I have not watched that yet, so it sounds like I might need to watch that. Now, I haven't gotten into The Crown, so that's not my cup of tea, but the Queen's Gambit is a different type of storyline, right? And Jean says, not sci-fi, but great nonetheless. And I'm not solely sci-fi. I tend to gravitate to sci-fi and fantasy, but I'm not solely sci-fi. Kelly says, yay, Melanie, my fave. You are her. Aw, thanks, Kelly. Mwah. Although we're all awesome, I promise. But thank you. Karen says, I love true crime type of shows, but lately I've just been watching YouTube channels. Right? Well, you know what I end up doing is while I'm working, I usually play like the lives and stuff, but I play them while I'm working, so they're off screen. And some of the more vloggy style videos, I'll play them while they're off screen. And then in the evenings while I'm crocheting, that's whenever I watch my shows. I binge watch. If I'm not editing. See here. And Veronica says, hi, I'm Vita. Kim says, we're lucky in Providence to have Trinity Repertoire Theater. Tony winning. Awesome. They are one of the last theaters with a resident acting company. I have seen actors age and have a long relationship. That's awesome. We actually have an acting, a nice theater. Yeah, theater. I forget what it's called. But anyway, it also hosts like some of the more country singers and stuff like that because we're in country. But I did get to go see a show there with my daughter, which was a lot of fun. It was what did we see? We saw The Hunchback of Notre Dame. So we had fun with that one. Kelly says, morning, David and everyone. Hi, Kelly. Ooh. I lost myself. I gotta go pop back up, you guys. I'm behind. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't say sorry. You guys get to chatting with each other, and I'm just playing catch up. That's really all I do here. I just play catch up and read them out for you. That's me. That's what I do. All right. I love true crime. All right. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Sherry says, I love the old musicals from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Oh, yes. Like, yes. The ones with, oh, I can't even think of the names, but the ones that, the dancers and the music. Yeah, no, there's a classicness to that. Yeah, I like that, Sherry. I agree with you. Kim says, yes, Jean, Queen's Gambit was great. And Lacey says, oh, I don't know the names either, but I know I have seen it. I binged them, and I do believe it's time to binge again, right? How many times have you guys seen, like, some of your favorite stuff? Like Supernatural, I've watched too many times to keep count. Probably because I go to sleep too. Same way with Criminal Minds. SGU, yeah, that's another one I can't. Like, I don't even have to see the show, and I know what episode we're on. Not by name, but I know by what, like, I could tell you the whole synopsis of the episode. And once I hear the first few lines of it, usually. Final season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on Netflix. I have not watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. My husband has. He really enjoyed it. But that's not what that is, if that's what you were inputting for that. That is not what that is. That is something else. But you're close. You're very close. And Veronica says, Kim, you like that show? Kelly says, yes, Queen's Gambit was really good. I'm going to have to be watching this then. Kim says, windows of opportunity, time loop at the base. Hilarity ensues. So funny. Oh my gosh. I got to look this up because I'm not picturing it in my head, but I know as soon as I see the first few lines, I'm going to know exactly what it is. So now I'm going to have to look it up. Lori says, I love the accents on British shows. The accents are the reasons I watch half the YouTubers I watch, right? I love accents too, but when you get into fast conversations, like if somebody were to talk as fast as I do, because I know I talk fast, but somebody were to talk as fast as I do in with what I consider a British accent, they don't consider it accent, but you know what I'm saying? Like I have a Southern accent. I have a hard time following, and even if another English style or American accent, I may have a hard time following. Southern I can follow, and not all Southern, because there's some Southern I cannot follow. So that's why. Ooh, Outlander, yes, I love Outlander. I just binged the first 3 seasons that are on Netflix. And aren't there 2 other seasons out? Like it's up to season 5 through season 5 now. Anyway, Veronica says, Kim, my husband said he just finished that show. Kelly says, I binge watched Vampire Diaries in the original. I did too. I'm telling you, you guys. I stay up until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So I work until about 6 or 7 p.m. And then I'm listening to YouTube videos behind that. And then from there, I break out my crochet if I haven't done a little bit while I was working. Because sometimes I mentioned to you guys before, I do a line. But then I put on my shows, and that's when I binge watch. So I promise I'm not always watching TV. I'm always doing something else while I'm watching TV. The new love them. The new series is meh though. You're talking about the one that's on the CW is based in the college, the school with the twins. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I did not like it as much as I like the other 2. I agree. Says, what is really strange? I love Glee. What? Go figure. So you hate musicals, but you love Glee? But they did set that up, and maybe I'm making excuses, but they did set that up to be a goofy, and they're going to break out into songs because they're the goofy geek kids. that sing a cappella. So maybe that's why you're more accepting of it. I don't know, but that's funny. And Kim says, "Oh, Glee, also love. I saw them on tour the second in the second row. That's awesome." Oh, thank you, Viviana. Viviana says, "Hello, Melanie. Happy birthday." Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Kelly says, "Heck, I watch the Muppets Christmas Carol every year, and I'm 52. Oh, that sounds so fun. No, I would love that. So you know what I like to do on Christmas Day? Well, I won't be this year because I will be traveling on Christmas Day. But if I'm at home for the most of the day on Christmas Day, and I might do this on Christmas Eve. Anyway, I digress. I like to put on like Hallmark style movies. Now, I told you I stream everything. My kitten's getting into something. Oh, he's just making himself comfortable. Um. Anyway, I watch Hallmark style movies the whole time. You know what I've watched that's very Hallmark, but it's also got a kind of a fantasy vibe to it. I've been watching The Good Witch. I've been watching that as it comes out. It's very wholesome, and my husband and my daughter both laugh at me like, "What are you watching? A Hallmark show?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, it is, but it's still good. Nothing wrong with wholesome. I like it." Okay, back to the chat. Back to the chat. Kim says Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas is on Prime. What? I have to go see what that is. No, that's not it, Lori. So Lori's guess for what that is, which that would be an awesome one to have, was Line Up on the Wall, Harry Potter's Gang at the dinner table in the Great Hall. Nope, that's not it. That actually is not close. And Kim says Queen's Gambit, based on a book written in the 80s, inspired by Bobby Fischer. Oh, okay. Cool. And David says, I spent 27 years in the New York City area, but could rarely afford actual theater. Yeah, but what about like off Broadway? You know, is that still really expensive? David says he has to step out a bit. He'll be back later. Oh, and another favorite musical of his is Apple Tree. Bye, David. And Vita says, I love all murder mysteries and crime shows. So series movies based on Agatha Christie were awesome. That's cool. I like this. You know what? I grew up watching. We didn't have much TV when I was growing up, but I would get up and watch reruns. And my favorite reruns were Chips, Perry Mason. What was not Perry Mason? What was the other one with the guy? I can't even remember his name. Oh well, maybe it'll come to me later. And it was the main guy on the show that had the theme song. It was like do 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 do. You know that one? I don't remember. Why am I Andy Griffith? So I had Andy Griffith on that from the guy from the Andy Griffith show, and I was trying to remember. It's not Perry Mason, but it's another kind of law type show. And then Murder She Wrote was another one I grew up on. Loved it. Karen says, I have to go get ready, but we'll be listening. Well, thank you, Karen. Mwah. I appreciate it. Everyone have a great day. And Crystal says, you too, Karen. Vita says, happy birthday, Melanie. Thank you, Vita. I appreciate it. Mwah. Thank you. Kim says, I have to go make lunch for the kids. Have a creative day, everyone. Thank you for being here, Kim. I appreciate it. Yes, Matlock. That's what it was, Jen. You got it. Yay. Not Columbo. Nope. I never did watch Columbo, but yes, it was Matlock. I had the hardest time remembering that. So to let you guys know what this is, and my heater's on, and now I'm getting hot. I think it's on. Yeah. That is the lineup for not in game, but the season before that. Anyway, it's Avengers, and I think it does. It even has. It's not just the Avengers. It's like a lot of. No, it is Avengers. Yeah, it's the Avengers, but it has like Groot and Winter Soldier, and so it is the in-game lineup, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, Captain Marvel's in it. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I know, bad. My memory's even bad on my own personal stuff, right? Thank you, Maribel. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, Jen says that is on here all the time. Okay, so you knew which one I was talking about. All right, I'm going to ask a question real quick. It's 12. We've already been here an hour. You guys make the time fly so quickly. All right, let me ask y'all a question. And I'll probably have to cut out at about an hour and a half today, only because I do have to get some stuff done before I get ready for the show this afternoon. I'm getting an ad for Picard on CBS All Access. Is it listening to me? No, it's probably because I watch CBS All Access. Okay, so oh, this one's a cute one. I like this one. So when you were growing up, what was your favorite age in your memory? What was like that age range? What's your favorite age range? And Jeanette says, happy birthday, Melanie. By the way, I meant to say that earlier. I'm a December baby too. That's awesome. I need to catch up on my comments on the video where I asked about birthdays, but I have been writing them down. And let's see, who should we say happy birthday to this first week? So Cheryl, happy birthday to you. Yours was yesterday. So is Monica. And I know we've got David's coming up soon. Happy birthday. And of course, Kate. I do not have yours written down yet, but I will. I plan on getting to all of those comments. If I don't reply to them, I'm at least recording the birthdays and hitting like in the heart. So, because I've on my giveaway videos, I'm having a hard time keeping up with the comments on my giveaway videos. So I need to at least heart and record the birthdays on them. So Antoinette says 4 to 6. Oh, you're still on the 24th. Let me, did I write that down? Because I think you've told me that. Apparently, if you did, I was a slacker and did not write that down. So I'm writing it down now. So you're a Christmas Eve, baby. My sister's birthday is on the 23rd. Apparently, my father was fertile at this, and my mother were fertile at the same time every year. And my brother, he was born in January, my half brother. And I was actually due in January. So, but I was born a month early. You don't want to say with that question? Okay, I understand. Your favorite age was 7 to 9. Happy birthday, Melanie. I'm so sorry I'm slow. Don't worry about it, Lee. Never worry about that. No worries. And Viviana says at 5. And Vicky, yes, I have yours here, Vicky. It's oh my gosh, no, I don't. Why not? Oh my December babies. Here we go. Oh my gosh. So Tammy, your daughter was born on Christmas Day? So you were in the hospital on Christmas morning? What a way to spend Christmas. But that's still so nice. The best present ever, right? And your brother whose birthday is on the 17th and your stepson is on the 13th. You, golly, all these December birthdays, right? Why, I need to go. Y'all have a nice day. See you today at 5. Okay, Veronica, see you at 5. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. And Jeanette says, I was late. I was due on the 11th. My dad told the doctor to get me out ASAP so he could have a tax write-off. That is hilarious. Hilarious. Our older son was born on December 31st. Oh, almost to New Year's, baby. Almost. So close. Was he born in the morning or late in the day? Late in the day. What was I gonna ask? My mind is wandering. I'm sorry. I am gonna make a trip to. I'm gonna see if Dollar Tree has any yarn. And since I've discovered their yarn, like discovered that I like their yarn, it's almost like an addiction. Every time I go to Dollar Tree, I check and see if they have yarn. Along with I need to get more of my big bags. We did have the tax write-off. Yeah, because he was born on the 31st. He was born at 8:11 a.m. Okay, so definitely not in danger. Like he wasn't going to be the first baby born in New Year's. In 1980. Wow. Who comes? Oh, Karen says, I'm listening, but had to ask who comes on at 5. So at 5 Eastern time on this channel will be the Yarn Hookers. So, yeah, so check us out. Tonight we're going to be talking about charities. Like where you can gift your handmade items to, charities you can gift to. He'll be 40 this year. Yes, 80, 19. I guess so. Yeah, because I'm 46 and I was born in 74. So, okay, that makes sense. So he's 40. Your baby's no longer baby. Well, he'll be your baby all the time. Crystal says, my dad's is on the 15th. Oh, wow. And your uncle's is on the 21st. And your grandmother's on the 26th. She was going to be Christmas baby, but she was an hour late. So she was born at like 1 in the morning. Wow. Jamie says, E, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Karen says, okay, thank you. I hope I'm back in time. Well, I hope so too. If not, you can always catch it on the replay. But yeah, we do Saturday nights at 5 every hours, as Julie likes to say, because she likes to make a rhyme out of it. Saturday Night Live at 5. I was born in the same year as your baby brother. Aw, that's awesome. I love it. So he's the same age as me. Now, were you by any chance born in 72? Because that's when my sister was born. She's my big sister. So I like to remind her how much older she is than me. Although my grandmother, this is another funny story. My grandmother, when I was really little, and this is in that age range, and these are the memories that I love, of memories of my grandmother, and they range between like 4 and I think about 10. So going to her home in the summer, going to her home in Christmas, and I actually lived with her as an adult, a young adult, for 5 years. So I got to spend a lot of time with her. So that's my maternal grandmother. She did pass away from cancer, I think about 5-6 years ago now. But anyway, what was I saying? I was talking about something. Oh, yeah. So she got me confused because she told me, and this tells you how literal kids are. So she told me that one day I would be the same age as my sister. That day, so she was talking flat out numbers, right? In my little logical head, I thought, okay, I'm going to catch up with my sister in age. And I argued with my sister about that for so long. My sister's like, no, you're an idiot. That's never going to happen. You're never going to catch up with me. I was like, yes, I am. My grandma told me I was. Oh, your babies are born in 75 and 80, Vicky? That's so cool. Oh. So not much younger than me. So you're looking at 45 and 40. Oh, and Tammy's birthday is December 27th. Do I have you written down, Tammy? I don't. I do now. Tammy. So many Tammys. That's okay. So yeah, my favorite age is that I remember is about, I'd say 4 to 10. I remember, I think it was about 4 or 5. I got brand new corduroys for Christmas. So of course, when you're a kid and you get new clothes, you want to put them on right away. Well, then it snowed in Charleston, South Carolina. Never does that, right? It happens once every like 15 years. So then it snowed, and I ran outside and I played in that snow hardcore in my brand new corduroys. My butt got toe up. My mom was so not happy with me. She was not happy that I made my brand new corduroys dirty. All right, I'm going to ask one more question. This is so funny considering what we were talking about. I'm not asking this question, but it's funny that I see this one. It says, "What was the last TV show that you binged watched?" And I was just thinking about our earlier conversation, so I thought that was kind of funny. Um, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? For me, it would be Chinese takeout chicken and broccoli. Chicken and broccoli with a brown sauce. Must be brown sauce for the rest of my life. I'd be fine with that. I wouldn't be fine with that. I would want something else eventually. But yeah, if I had to. That way I got my fiber, I got my green veggies, I got my protein. Silent Witness on BBC. So you're recommending that, Sherry? That sounds good. Ooh, those are good too. Yeah, David. You know what? When I was pregnant, my favorite thing to eat is I would make toast in the morning. I would make toast, 2 over medium eggs, and then put mayonnaise on the toast, salt and pepper, and put the eggs in between. I'd squeeze out the yolk, you know, and then I dip the sandwich in the yolk and eat that. Oh, I still love that, by the way. Still love it. But yeah, I had that every morning when I was pregnant. Every morning. And I might have it for lunch too. Crystal says Mexican. You're just gonna take the whole food type rather than which Mexican is good. I love me a fajita. Yeah, that's what I had on my daughter's birthday when we went up to my mom's. Sherry says surf and turf with baked potato and corn on the cob. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Get a little bit of everything. You know what, Jean? Actually, yeah, that sounds coffee. Duh. I love it. My daughter says it's not a food group, but she will see the light eventually, right? And Lori retracted her message, so I don't know what she said. But she said later on, Greek goddess salad from Panera Breads. That actually is really good. Very yummy. And Lee says, oh yes, David. So Lee agrees with your final foods. And Anjanette says baked mushroom and spinach ravioli. Ooh, that sounds delish. David says, I'm not a fan of the egg yolk. I've always had my eggs scrambled or over hard. Okay, and I get that. No, but I like like the runny yolk. I didn't. It wasn't until my mom, the second person my mom married, he got me on to eating kind of runny eggs like that. And I thought for the longest time I liked over easy, but then I realized in my adult years that I do not like over easy because that's runny whites as well. I like over medium. I like the runny yolk, but not the runny whites. Lee says, I think I could live forever on rice, beans, and Pernell. You know what's funny is I just made my husband, I'm like, just in case we run out of like meals before we can get back out to the grocery store, I'm like, why don't you just always have rice on hand, white rice. I'm like, just buy a couple of cans of red beans, and worst case scenario, we can have a meal of red beans on rice. Well, Julie says, hi, Mel. Sorry I'm late. You're never late. The show doesn't get started until you're here, Julie. Of course, I may have to cut out in like 15 minutes because I got to get some grocery shopping done, but before our show tonight. And I've been watching your stuff. I hit the like button, but I haven't been commenting, and I'm sorry about that. I like to comment when I can. And David says, I'm the only person I know that doesn't like the egg yolk. Yes, you crazy man. Start liking it. No, I'm just kidding. You like what you want. Anvita says, I'm a vegetarian. I would go for crisp dosa and with lentils, dal, and coconut chutney. Wow, that sounds so fancy. That's awesome. I love it. Lori says, how do I like my eggs? Baked into a cake? Of course, yes, ma'am. You crack me up, Lori. And Lee says, hi, Julie. And Jeanette says, hi, Julie. And Julie says, hi, Lee. And David says, LOL to Lori. Yes, that was quite funny, wasn't it? And Sherry says, when I was a kid, I wouldn't eat runny eggs until I was pregnant with my youngest daughter. Then it was over easy on wheat toast and bacon. That sounds amazing. Amazing. And you know, I'm going to tell you, I'm picky about my bacon. This is so funny. There's only one brand of bacon that I will get. And it is actually even, well, one brand, and then I prefer a certain cut. But it's Carolina Pride. So good. And thick cut is my favorite. I will eat the regular Carolina Pride, but I prefer thick cut. Every morning, my breakfast is 1 egg and 2 pieces of bacon. I have to stay low on sugar. That is my killer, sugar. It's not other stuff. I do have to be careful of other stuff, as everybody does, but my killer is sugar. Jean says, Julie, I'm obsessed with your brown shawl. It is absolutely beautiful. And Jeanette says, I do not like the egg yolk either. I have to have mine the same as you said, talking to David. Julie says, my son doesn't like the yolk. I'll eat your son's yolk. Just give me a toast and I'll slurp that stuff up. Yum. And David says, hey, Julie. Julie says, thanks, Jean. Hey, David. David said, yes, there's bacon and then there's bacon. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And Crystal says, David, you're not the only one. My husband doesn't either like the yolk, I'm assuming. I like them sunny side up. And Lori says, I need to make you laugh so I can speed you up later in Reply. Oh my God, Lori, you just want me to sound like a manic chipmunk. I did finally listen to myself sped up, and I do. I sound like a chipmunk on crack, especially since I already talk fast too. So yeah, that's kind of funny. You guys crack me up so much. So much. So, Julie, how's your day going? Are you having an amazing day? Oh, stretch. What did I ask, class? Oh, I like this question. I'm going to, guys, ask you, this really is going to be my last question for you guys. I promise, but I think it's a good one to end on. So my last question for you guys before I cut out at 12:30, that's like in 10 minutes. It is, what is one thing that you can do instantly to make your day better? Crochet Nana. Hi, Crochet, or Michelle. I'll call you Michelle. Hi, Michelle. She says, hi, everyone. And Jeanette says, I have a problem with eating in general. I can only get it in mashed potatoes some days. And my daughter is a vegan, so I'm eating more and more vegetarian diet, but I cannot give up my cheese. I understand that. I love me some cheese. Regular snack for me, it tends to be pepperoni and cheese cubes. And Sherry, Julie says, yep, I'm having a good day. Sherry says, hi, Michelle. And Julie says, took the dog for a long walk, and then he had his first post-op bath. It was much needed. Now, he's a lab, right? Willie's a lab, or at least a lab mix, because they get the kind of the oily fur if you don't bathe them enough, which is good because it's supposed to wick off the water because they're fetching dogs. So, all right. So Michelle says drink coffee and crochet. Okay. Okay, I'm not too. Elise says listen to music. And Sherry says have coffee. So coffee's the answer for everything for you, isn't it, Sherry? It's pretty close for me too. Crystal says crochet, of course. Maribel says take a long walk. Viviana says look at my daughter. That's so sweet. Sometimes when I look at my daughter, though, I get angry right now. So I need to stop doing that. But that's only because of other things besides, my love for my daughter. So Julie says, a hug from my hubby or my son. I love it. Anjanette says, close my eyes and take a deep breath when I cannot crochet. Lee says, love that, Julie. Jean says, get rid of the pain related to arthritis, and that would be really nice. I bet it would. My neuropathy pain can flare up so much, and that's the, I feel like that's not even as bad as the arthritis that you can get, especially when you love to do things like crochet or knit, or do things with your hands. That's so tough. Lori says, make my day better, a good stretch and a balanced yoga session. That sounds awesome. The good stretch does do a lot for you, right? Viviana says, hugging my husband and daughter, talking to my mother. Awesome. And Julie says, he is a lab and he's worn a smelly cone for 3 weeks. Is he finally cone free? Maribel says, LOL. Sherry says, people don't have to be around me without having, don't like to be around me without me having coffee. I see what you mean. So yeah, if pre-coffee, be warned. If you're pre-coffee, be warned. I get it. I thought about, so on one of my, and I promise you I'm not doing this as a plug, but on one of my novelty items that I sell on Etsy, Teespring, all that, one of them says, I just made it and I had it in my head and then I forgot. Oh, it says, shh, don't talk to me. It says, don't talk to me. And I should say, haven't drank coffee yet was one I thought about it, but I stick to crochet. So I'm counting stitches is what it says. But yeah, I thought about the haven't had coffee yet. Shh. But I stick to crochet type novelty things. No more code. I bet you he's so happy. And you guys are too. He's probably not breaking or running into as many things. I've been rear-ended in the butt with that dang cone for weeks. I bet you're so done with it. And he was probably so miserable with it. So it's like back to life as normal for him, except for, one less leg. But he doesn't care. Probably doesn't affect him at all. Tammy says, crochet and coffee, of course. That's pretty much all I do all day. That's right, because you're newly retired. I love it. That's what I would do probably all day. That and produce videos, do video stuff. Yeah. I do that on the weekends, except for whenever I leave the house to do things like grocery shopping or going to my mom's, that kind of stuff. 5 more minutes. So as we close down, as we're slowing down and closing down for the day, what are your plans for this weekend? Anything special? I plan on turning 46 tomorrow and hanging with my my yarn hookers tonight. And tomorrow I'm gonna do a lot of editing so that I can upload and have stuff scheduled for next week and the week after. And what else? Oh, I'm going to my mom's tomorrow night. So what are your plans for the weekend? Look at this. I'm doing 2 different drinks. I have Diet Dr. Pepper in that, which is probably watered down now, and coffee in here, which is a little on the cold side, but I'm okay with that. So Lee is planning on cleaning house today and working tomorrow and hopefully crochet in between. Sounds like a normal day to me. That's what I normally do during the week. I think this shirt is a little bit too big on me. That's why I keep adjusting it. But it's comfy. Oh, Mary Bell says it's cold and snowing, just staying in and crocheting. Oh, yes. Isn't that the best thing? What I would love, like my future house is going to have a big deck. I'm going to screen it in, but I plan on having one of those outdoor heaters so that I can have like that mixture of cold and heat and just chill outside and crochet. I'll probably have a TV outside too, or I'll use an iPad. I've been known to use my iPad. Lori says, deep cleaning the house, Christmas decor, pay bills, and finish some Christmas gifts. That's awesome. I need to deep clean the house. But grocery shopping a day. Ann Jeanette says, I just finished my last order for the season and have my own crochet gifts to make now. Starting a cat bed for my fur grandies right now. Oh, I love it. I actually have a cat bed that's going to be going on my channel. I just got to finish it. I haven't finished it yet. I have the idea. It's stirring in my head. And I have like this much of it started. I just need to finish it. And it probably won't take me long once I sit down and focus on it. But I'm focusing on my kitties in a row blankets right now. Jean says, my mom and dad are coming home from Florida after 2 weeks. Can't wait to see them. I bet you're so excited. And Crystal says, whatever my husband wants to do on his one day off tomorrow. That's awesome. Spending some time. Yeah, spending some time with him is important. Jean says, happy birthday, Melanie. Enjoy your day too. And I hope you feel very special and loved. Thank you. I always do. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sherry says, I am doing laundry today and cleaning house and then going Christmas shopping this afternoon. Yes, that sounds like an awesome day. I love it. David Browning says, speaking of birthdays, my birthday giveaway closes tomorrow. So make sure you go over to his place. He's got the link up there and check that out and enter his birthday giveaway. And the announcement, who the winner, I think he's saying the announcement for the winner will be on Tuesday. So keep an eye out for that. Lee says, yay, enter David, thank you. And Jeanette says, this one is for my daughter, and I have to make one for mine as well as for Christmas. And I got to remember what you were talking about, Jeanette. Oh, okay. So this order that you're doing is for your daughter, or the cat bed is for your daughter. And then, okay, got it. That's awesome. I love cat beds. Jean says, your Christmas blanket is so nice. Thank you. I love the green and red. That green and red are super classy and great mix of colors. Awesome. Thank you. I hope you guys continue to enjoy it as I show. Oh, Julie's putting hair on her mini me. I can't wait to see your mini me, especially after you put hair on it. Tammy says, I'm going to try and finish some Christmas gifts and work on a baby Yoda hat for my new great nephew. Oh, you know what, Tammy? Seriously, I want to see pictures with that hat on your great nephew. I need to see that. Okay. So the cat just knocked off a bowl. And David said, Lee, did you send me an email? And Maribel says, did you say what pattern you're using on the Christmas blanket? Yes, it's actually linked in when I started showing it. So starting on day 2, Vlogmas 2, it is linked in there, but it's called Kitties in a Row. I've seen a few variations on it. This one for the paws, it uses a puff stitch instead of like a spike or a lark's foot, which any of them work. I really like this one. I really do. So and it's quick. It's quick to go through, and I love seeing the little kitties. So yay. Yay, kitties. And Maribel says, oh, thank you, Willock. Thank you. Yes. And Judy's working on Christmas cards this weekend. Oh my gosh, Judy, you are so awesome. I am the worst with Christmas cards. I always have been. I mean, I've even had pictures taken and made into Christmas cards and sent out maybe 1/3 of them. Yeah, horrible. Lee says, yes, I believe I did. And so Lee's talking to David, letting David know that an email was sent. And Lori says, the cat wants you to finish the cat better. The bull gets it. Yeah. He's like, finish my bed already. And now I need to make 3. No, I don't need to make 3. I have other places for the cats to lie, so they're fine. But there will end up being 2. You know how it goes whenever you're planning on making a tutorial. So you make 1 to make sure the pattern works. And then you make the second one while you're making the tutorial. At least on smaller projects. So I'll have 2 that I make for them. I will have to check out the Kitties in the Row with the puff stitch. How cute. It is super duper cute, Michelle. It really is. I do have it linked in my Vlogmas videos, number 2 and on. Um, it's a free Ravelry. I didn't follow it exactly because it. So you have your kind of base that you start. You have your chain, and then you start one way. So you do 2 rows before you really start into the pattern, and then it had you start doing like 3 and 4, and then you went back to repeating two and 3, or 4 and 5. Anyway, I didn't do that. I once I got to the repeating pattern, I stuck with that, and it works for me. But you know how it is. You kind of adjust a little bit whenever you're using patterns, right? It's still their pattern. I just adjusted a little bit for what I like and the rhythm that I like to go in. Yes, post it on Facebook when you get it done. And if you can, I would love to see him in it. But I know sometimes people don't want to do that. So if you just want to post it on like a, just post it pictured. You know, I love to see that. I love to see your work. And Crystal says, I only do like one or so when it comes to Christmas cards. I understand. Oh, Case, thank you for lurking. And thank you for the happy birthday. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, I do need to go. I got to head out. I got to get some grocery shopping done. My family, you know, they expect to be fed more than once a day. That's kind of crazy, you know? But anyway, I need to go get some grocery shopping done. I probably, whenever I do get my vlog up for today, it will be a little I'm sorry, I saw your email there, David, and I got a little distracted. But anyway, so I'm going to take you with me to Dollar Tree, see if they have any yarn, and then I'll pick up some yarn. But you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the happy birthdays. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you guys tonight with the yarn hookers on my channel. So same channel at 5 p.m. And we're going to be talking charities and where you can donate your stuff. So thank you again so much for joining me today. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Mwah. Bye-bye.